I'm doing a new segment on the show. I'm not sure if you've heard this yet, but I have a new game that I've created for WATP that I like to play with my co-hosts. What I do is I name a famous rock band, and you have to tell me the worst song they've ever recorded. So, I played this with Andy. I played it with Joe. Andy did pretty good. Joe was 1 for 1. If you heard last week, I said the 1985 Chicago Bears, and he was correct. Super Bowl Shuffle is the worst song they've ever recorded. So, Kevin, I got a few for you today.
Okay.
All right. We're going to start off with AC/DC, the worst song they ever recorded. And I think it's important that I make this point on this. There are songs that you hate because they're overplayed. It doesn't mean they're a bad song. They're just played out. These are actually bad songs I'm talking about.
Well, I mean, if we're being completely honest, I would say The Jack, if anyone knows that song. It's from the Bon Scott era of AC/DC.
Well, the worst song is from the Bon Scott era. It's like single entendre. That's not clever. They came up with a whole fucking song around, the word balls. It's like a party, but get it? I'm also talking about my balls. Like, well, okay. It doesn't even make sense. My balls are always bouncing to the left or the right. Does anyone say, wow, this party is bouncing to the left and to the right? It's so fucking
I have
stupid.
said that before, but I mean, I just thought that was an anatomically correct song. I didn't realize that.
You didn't realize that they were going for the joke there?
Yeah. Well, the reason I picked The Jack is because they repeat that fucking. It's like saying balls, but they say Jack 1,000 times.
All right. Well, maybe that's a runner-up then. I'll give it to you.
Thank you.
All right, Kevin. You're 0 for 1 so far. You are the worst co-host yet.
All right.
Here's your second challenge, and this band has a lot of songs. This is gonna be tough, but Van Halen.
Oof.
I mean, obviously, it's not from the DLR era. 15 seconds.
I don't know.
You only have 45 more seconds.
Right now.
2 minutes to figure it out.
Right now.
Well, you're both wrong. The answer is...
It's not what it takes. Woo! So tell me why can't this be love? You want it straight from the heart.
All right, this is why this song is fucking hot garbage. So this was the first album that Sammy Hagar joined the band in, and he was trying way too hard. The guitar solo in this song, Eddie Van Halen's known as a pretty decent guitarist, right? This fucking asshole has to start scanning over it. When they were in the studio, and he's like, asshole, what are you doing? I'm playing my guitar solo. He's like, no, this is going to be great. Let me just scan over. He probably fucking sang the whole guitar solo, and then in post, they're like, can we take out some of this nonsense so people can hear my fucking lead?
I think Eddie Van Halen just needs someone to annoyingly be singing over things. Like that's how it's.
God damn it, baby, I ain't lying to you. I'm only going to tell you one time.
He's doing like a crazy fucking solo and shit, and he's like, you know what? This needs. I can't focus unless I have somebody squawking nonsense over the top.
That part of that song, fucking right then and there, it should have been. Gary Sharon should have lasted longer with the band than Sammy Hagar just for that fucking part. So obnoxious. All right, I got an easy one for you, Kevin. I got an easy one. Ready? Aerosmith.
Yeah.
Aerosmith's worst song.
Oh,
Elevator.
this is easy for me. This is Pink.
Pink, it's my new obsession.
Fucking nailed it.
Yes.
Pink, it's not even a question.
This song is so obnoxious. I don't know what he's talking about, but I'm sure it's vagina. And it's so fucking nerdy. Pink, it's my favorite color. Is it? Is it your favorite color? Who gives a shit? The worst part about this song, Kevin, you know how I feel about harmonicas, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Harmonica is the worst instrument. It ruins everything. It's like grapefruit. You put grapefruit into something and it ruins everything it touches. Harmonica is the grapefruit of rock music. Listen to the fucking intro of this fucking Aerosmith song. All right, so, Kevin, as you know, I play a little bit of music. That riff is... It's like, Steven, do you have to fucking play harmonica on this song? Yeah, man, it sounds great. No, it doesn't. It sounds like garbage.
I can only, as you're playing that intro, think of the poor producer in the studio. So, or the guy on the board, right?
Yes.
The guy on the board is sitting behind this giant fucking, mega expensive board, and he's got Aerosmith in the booth, and they're jamming this tune out, and he's like kind of just bopping his head a little bit, and then he's like, wow, this is fucking horrible. This is really bad. And then he's like, his mind starts to wander, and he's like, thinking about Applebee's. He's like, oh, they got pretty good chicken fingers there at Applebee's.
I wonder if I can get the honey mustard and the barbecue. I like them both.
2 at once? No, can't dream that high. You know what that song needs? It needs do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Scanning is better than fucking harmonica playing. You know what sentence has never been said in the history of the world? Can I get more harmonica on my monitor? No one wants to hear that shit. It's not helping the song in any way. Kevin, I have one more for you. And you're 1 for 2. You're 1 for 3 so far. So this is an easy one to get you back to 50%. Black Sabbath. The worst song ever recorded by Black Sabbath. And I'm talking about original Black Sabbath, none of this fucking Dio shit. I'm talking about Ozzy Osbourne Black Sabbath.
Oh, man. I really like Sabbath. This is hard.
I like Sabbath, too. They just have a really fucking garbage song that I need to point out for everyone.
Iron Man?
All right, let me explain why this song is hot garbage. These guys came up with a riff, and Ozzy shows up, and they're like, hey, Ozzy, we got this riff. Check this out. Da, 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 da. I was like, oh, yeah, that's pretty good, mates. All right, how about I'll do this? Da, da, da. I'm like, well, no. That's actually what we're playing. You're the singer. You should sing a melody over it. He's like, no. I'm going to sing exactly what the bass does. If you're singing the same thing as the bass line, you're not doing it right. You've failed as a lead singer in this case.
That's like if Van Halen, they did Running with the Devil, and he just sang the bass line. It would have been like, Running with the Devil.
I find the simple life ain't so simple. That's funny. Yeah, that has always pissed me off. I know that's an iconic song that everybody loves. Everybody loves that riff. Beavis and Butthead are big fans. I get it. But that is just the worst vocal melody he possibly could have come up with. He didn't come up with one. Everyone in the band is doing the exact same thing.
To me, like, I'm not a Sabbath fan for Ozzy. Like, I've never really been a big Ozzy fan. There's a couple of tunes like that I like where his vocals go, but in Iron Man specifically, like when it gets to like the ending part and they just sort of go off and there's no vocals, that's when the fucking song is great.
Oh yeah, definitely. When it just starts I mean, there are good parts in Iron Man, but you have to sit through all those fucking garbage parts where he's just singing. Whatever. I've covered this enough. Moving on. Boy.
Yay! Well, I'm 2 for 2. Is that what
you're 2 for 2? You were 100% correct, Kevin. 2 for 2. All right, I got one other thing that I want to get to here. Well, a couple other things.